Hey guys, I had a request that I thought was a good idea for a video, and it was to kind of compare all the hot pinks in Jeffree Star palettes. So I do have all of his palettes, and I sat here and went through them and was actually surprised at how many of them don't have a pink in there. Like the Alien one doesn't have pink, the Thirsty one, the Androgyny one. There's a whole stack of them over there that don't have it, but I was trying to figure out how to go about this, and obviously there was a palette that was pretty much all pinks, so I think I will swatch all the palettes that have like one or two pinks, and then kind of go through that all pink palette and compare. So I'm starting with the newest one, which was the Star Wedding, and this color Mrs. Star. I put these nails on this morning and they're ready to pop off already, so I can't wait to take them off, but I figured I'd leave them on for this video so they'd look nice. But the Mrs. Star one is a very dry formula. I'm gonna do little tiny swatches because I want to try and fit them all together so you can see. But that is the Mrs. Star one. And then in no particular order, I'm just going to attack these other palettes. And hope that I have enough wipes here to kind of clean my finger off as I go. So then before that was the banana Fetish palette, and I know there's a hot pink in here called Pinky Ring. That one's a little more muted. This one is very soft and creamy like the matte formula normally is. Oh, I wasn't even in frame, sorry about that. So it's a little bit lighter, a little bit pinker and not as red as the Mrs. Star one. So there was only one pink in the Banana Fetish. Then the next one in the pile over here is Beauty Killer 2. I think that one came out before the Banana Fetish one, so I am kind of going in order. But the pink one in here is called Blow Up Doll. And this is a little bit lighter than the last one. This one kind of had like a chalkiness to it. As you can see, all three of these are very similar, but just a different tone of pink. And then Conspiracy, I'm pretty sure there's a pink in here. Let me just, I went all through all of these before I did this. Yes, there's like a light, where are we going? A light matte pink that's called Pigment. So it definitely doesn't go with the hot pinks, but I'm gonna swatch it anyway because it is a pink. And then Trisha is a metallic. And then again, feels kind of dry, but it's got a metallic finish to it. I'm gonna put that one over here because it's kind of similar. It's a reddish pink like that other one. It's just a metallic. And then the first Beauty Killer, this one over here called Star Power. This one looks very similar to the Mrs. Star one. So I'll just put it over here. It's actually a little bit more pigmented than the Mrs. Star is right here, and then this is Star Power. So they're all very similar so far, except for that pigment one, which is more of a pastel pink. And my fingers are gonna be nice and stained pink after this one. It's even staining the nails. All right, then Blood Sugar, which was mostly like reds and stuff. I would say the only one that's really pink in here is the Cavity one, so I'm gonna do that one. Another matte hot pink. Sorry, my phone's making noises. So that, again, they're all very, very close. Look how I can't use this finger because I cut it, but these two are totally stained. Most of these pinks are gonna stain anyway because they're very, very pigmented. All right, Jawbreaker. There's two in here. The cotton candy one looks just like Trisha, actually. Let me put that one next to Trisha. So this is the Trisha one. And then going onto my wrist here, that's Cotton Candy from the Jawbreaker. So it's a little bit lighter. My lighting just went wonky. That one's like a very frosted metallic finish. And then also there's Bubblegum up here, which is a matte bubblegum pink. I'll just put that one here. That one's very light. That's always been like a one that I don't really use out of this palette because it's just a light bright pink. And then, well, I'm not gonna call Cherry Wet a pink because it's way too red to be a pink, but I almost swatched that one. In the Mini Breaker, that just has bubblegum again, so I already swatched that one. Foreplay is more of a purple, so that one I guess can go in the pile of ones that don't have pinks. And then, so these are all the pinks in the standalone pinks in Jeffree palettes. And then we had, whoa, I just knocked my light out of the way, the Pink Religion palette, which was pretty much all pinks and purples. So I'm gonna go in and just do a couple of them that are close to ones that I already swatched. Prom Night, I'm gonna put that one right next to there. So that's another one that's pretty close, that looks pretty close to that one, and now I can't remember what that one was, but it's pretty similar. I think basically, if you have this Pink Religion one, you definitely don't need any of the others. This Diva one, I mean, if you were wanting his eyeshadows just for pinks, just go with the Pink Religion one. This one's Diva. This one's very similar. Actually, it's almost the same exact color as this one. So we're going crazy with the pinks here. And then, I mean, some of them are pretty unique to his other palettes anyways in this palette. Like this, there's not one like this Frosting Cult one that's a very frosty bubblegum pink. And there's a frosty hot pink, but there wasn't a frosty bubblegum pink in any of the others. What else? I guess this Pink Fever one looks like it might be similar to bubblegum. I'm gonna swatch it right here. It's a little bit darker and more purpley. But again, very similar. I'm running out of space too, which is probably good because there's not many more that need to be. This Candy Cathedral one, again, very soft, metallic, looks similar to the Trisha and I forgot what the other one was called, but look, they're very similar. Again, almost the same exact color. So if you do have a bunch of his palettes, especially the ones with the pinks, they're definitely similar pinks. Let's see, did we do Jeffree's World? We didn't do Jeffree's World yet. That's the only other one I'd say that might be pretty close to any of these. I mean, that one's really close to this, and those are in the same palette. I noticed that when I first got this palette, a lot of the pink tones in here are very close to one another. But I think, hopefully that kind of was a good comparison swatch video for all the pinks in Jeffree's palettes. They're all very, very similar. I'd say the only one on my hand here that sticks out as being really different is the pigment one from the Conspiracy palette, but everything else, a lot of them look like dupes for each other, especially like this kind of hot pink that there's a whole bunch of them. They're everywhere. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. And I can't wait to go take these nails off because now they've got like pink stain underneath and it's gross. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and I will talk to you in my next video.